Welcome to the Harvest Bridge podcast. A part of our work here at Harvest Bridge is connecting local leaders in South Asia with people like you here in the United States. Through our podcast, we want to provide a place where you can hear their voices and listen to their stories in their own words. There is a transcription available for those who prefer to read these stories. When we talk about the ministry of Harvest Bridge, you often hear about the big events and tragedies that the ministry leaders are facing. We ask you to pray for the end to the coup in Myanmar, or for relief efforts after the earthquake in Nepal or the flooding in Chennai. The ministry leaders are on the front line providing support and help to their communities in these unimaginable circumstances. But for today's podcast, we want to highlight the day-to-day ministry of Harvest Bridge. Harvest Bridge supports missionaries, pastors, and leaders throughout South Asia who are doing work every day to make disciples and share the gospel of Jesus Christ through their ministry. This ministry takes many forms, ranging from church plants and Bible distributions to medical camps and education for children. Today we hear from Shoipa, who is a missionary in Bhutan. When we asked about her ministry there, she shared some of her regular activities in serving her community. Let's take a listen.
I've been teaching courses at the Institute focusing on equipping students with leadership skills and biblical knowledge. Additionally, I've been mentoring Bhutanese young girls, guiding them spiritually and personally. I am regularly leading worship sessions during prayer gatherings, chapel services, and Sunday services to foster an atmosphere of spiritual growth and connection with God. As part of our mission to reach different language groups, I've been involved in translating materials and messages into local languages, ensuring wider accessibility and understanding. I've also been involved in composing songs and translating songs to our local languages. We have officially released a song in the last 6 months, which has blessed a few thousand people. I participate in Sunday school sessions where we teach children about the Bible and Christian values, nurturing their faith from a young age. Through our programs, we equip the youth with the necessary skills and knowledge to initiate and lead church planting efforts.
Education, mentoring, worship leadership, translation of material into local languages, leadership development, even composing music in local languages. This is the ministry of just one missionary in Bhutan equipped through Harvest Bridge. When we asked Shoipa what she hoped to do next, here is what she said.
In the next 6 months, my primary goal is to continue uplifting God's name by investing in the lives of the young women under my care. I intend to deepen the discipleship journey of the girls entrusted to me, providing them with comprehensive spiritual training and guidance. This involves not only teaching them about biblical principles, but also modeling Christ-centered life through my actions and words. I plan to record songs of worship and praise for God's glory. Music is a powerful tool for spreading the message of God's love, and by recording songs, I aim to reach a wider audience with messages of hope, faith, and encouragement. Beyond my current activities, I aspire to explore new avenues for ministry and service. This could involve outreach programs, community service initiatives, or evangelistic campaigns. I want to be open to the leading of Holy Spirit and be willing to step out of my comfort zone to fulfill God's purposes. Alongside training and ministry, I aim to foster an environment where spiritual growth thrives. This includes creating spaces for prayer, worship, and fellowship where the girls can deepen their relationship with God and support one another in their faith journey. I seek to equip the girls with leadership skills and opportunities to serve effectively within the college and beyond. By empowering them to take on leadership roles, I hope to cultivate a generation of strong, capable leaders who will impact their communities for Christ.
These are the God-given dreams of one leader for her community. She hopes to mentor these girls and deepen their faith through her teaching and through the way she lives. She will reach her community through music, outreach, and service. She will create space for worship and dedicate herself to developing leadership skills in these young adults as she raises up the next generation of leaders in the faith. With your help, we can continue to provide support for leaders like Shoipa and increase our reach to support other leaders in South Asia. This summer, a generous donor has offered a $50,000 match for funds donated during the campaign. This means a total of $100,000 can be directed where it is needed most. Every dollar you give is doubled in impact through the match to make ministries like the one we just heard about possible. You can learn more about how to give and see the progress of the summer match campaign at harvestbridge.org/give. In addition to funding, we ask for your prayers for the leaders and ministry of Harvest Bridge. Let's hear again from Shoipa and how we can be praying for her. First, we asked how we could be praying for her personally, and here is what she said.
I ask for prayer for my family members, particularly for their well-being, safety, and spiritual growth. Additionally, I seek prayer for obtaining citizenship ID, recognizing the importance of this document for legal and practical reasons. Please pray for my health. I desire strength, vitality, and overall well-being.
And then we asked how we can pray for her ministry.
My primary request is for God to grant me wisdom and peace as I faithfully carry out the ministry He has entrusted to me. This encompasses various aspects of ministry, including teaching, mentoring, and leading worship. I rely on God's wisdom to make sound decisions and His peace to navigate challenges with confidence and trust in Him.
Join us in praying for Shoipa and all the leaders as they continue to respond to God's call to serve. Your support, prayer, and generosity is making such a difference. Thank you for listening to the Harvest Bridge podcast. Follow us on social media or subscribe to our email list to learn more about the ministry leaders throughout South Asia who are doing much with little.